Good morning. It's about 7 a.m. here at Impact. Just wanted to begin today with a little bit of information about what we do here, particularly in treating the spine. One of the areas that I wanted to focus on a little bit today is I brought my spine so that everybody could see I'm not spineless. The idea is that most of us, when we think of the spine, we think of things in a singular dimension. When people learn anatomy, physiology, they tend to learn it from a book, not necessarily from cadavers, which allows us to see the body in 3 dimensions, or on the human person themselves, which again operates and functions in 3 dimensions. So one of the key things is that you start to look at the spine from multiple directions, multiple angles, the effect of gravity. It's very important to understand, if I'm treating a back problem, that it isn't existing by itself. What you notice in this is just the bony spine, and it's flexible, it's able to move in all directions and all those kinds of things. But what it is not able to do is support itself. It needs the muscle and ligamentous and nervous system to function properly. That's why one of the things I enjoy about physical therapy is we work with the entire body. Notice, no legs attached, no arms, no brain. The body can't function without those things. And yet when we look at diagnosis and disease, we often see things in isolation. That I'm dealing with a facet problem in the back. That just one little joint can be causing the pain. But what I don't necessarily look at is the entirety. What puts the stress on that area and what causes it to fail at that point in time? So it's very important that we start to look at our body and understand our body as a whole. And recognizing that if I have imbalances because one leg is longer or shorter, if I have a shift in one bone versus another, it places the stresses in different areas. Those areas typically are the areas that become inflamed. Often in our back, it's not the stiff joint that's the problem. Unless it's been going on for a long time, then it becomes arthritic. But typically the stiff joint is not painful. It's the joint that's compensating for that, hypermobile joint, that tends to become painful and irritated. It's kind of like at work when you do 80% of the work, where the rest of the 80% only do 20% of the work. You get a little upset, a little frustrated, a little tired, a little worn out. Same thing happens with the body. So as we talk about the spine and spinal mechanics and understanding the body, yes, we want to understand the motion segment at any one level of the spine. However, we need to make sure we understand how it incorporates the entire body, because that tells us why stretching, strengthening, working other body parts become important. We'll talk more next time.